Okay. All right, never mind. That's my fault. All right.
Irate Gamer is now on Patreon.
Let's wait now.
He's now on Patreon.
You missed
like,
the boat. But it's been
buddy, what do you mean? It was like 10 years ago. This might have worked, man. Well, let's see. What is it? How many fucking patrons does he have?
Let's check in just now on Patreon. Here it is. He's got
I saw
12
Kingdom of the
posts.
Planet of the Apes. I would go see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes over Fall Guy, to be fair. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes was decent. Wasn't as good as the last one, though.
He probably has about 10.
Tough.
At $7.50 a membership. All right, well, look at his face here.
He just started it because he only has 12 posts. Man, like, what was this guy thinking?
Buddy, you could have... What was he thinking?
Early access to all things Irate Gamer weeks before they're released on YouTube. So click on the link in the description for exclusive content only on Patreon.
This is going to be so cringe.
The Blu-ray set. I might get the Blu-ray set. I'm not going to lie.
This is the worst cover of anything I've ever seen ever.
It's fitting. By the way, he apparently kept all the copyrighted material on the Blu-ray, unlike AVGN, who removed it. I guess Irate Gamer's just counting that the Hollywood studios won't sue him for the Back to the Future footage or anything.
What a fucking king.
You know?
I'll buy the Blu-ray set. Imagine watching Irate Gamer on Blu-ray in your living room. That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
Yes, the world of Popeye. And it was actually one of the...
Popeye?
Popeye? Can we bring that back? How did he... Why does he have all these figures? Like, what a waste of money, man.
Popeye.
It's
Popeye. Not Popeye.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Someone went, holy shit, it's the Ghost Doctor.
Yes, the world of Popeye. And it was actually one of the very first games I owned for the NES.
Liar!
I played this game till
I don't believe him.
He didn't play it back in the day. He's full of shit.
Wouldn't he have like reviewed it, I don't know, 10 years ago?
Even AVGN's run out of fucking shit he played in the past. If you're telling me Chris Bohr's like, he was lying sack of
He's
shit.
such a liar.
Telling his soulless pinned eyes.
Venom 18, today's episode has been incredible. It really was a great episode today. Seriously.
Cute. So today, we're going to review Popeye and both his prequel
Popeye.
Popeye. Popeye the Sailor Man.
Well, let's go.
I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, he didn't change the theme song. The theme song is still the same, dude. I'm going to say this now, though. It's already better than AVGN's horse review, isn't it?
It is. Yeah,
Just by virtue of it only being 8 minutes long, which is around the proper time for one of these retro review episodes, whereas James has to stretch these cocksuckers to be 20, 30, 40 minutes. Irate Gamer has stayed pure to the craft of knowing there's a 10-minute time limit on retro reviews in 2008.
Yep.
And he's not going to deviate from it. Bless this man.
When are we going to do a 24-hour stream where we watch every Irate Gamer video that ever...
How many subs, guys? We're going to watch every Irate Gamer on Blu-ray.
That would be Kino. His graphics are better than fucking...
James. They always were, though.
Wait, did he leave James
he has
in the intro?
Irate Gamers in the... Or James is in the intro, yeah. Have you seen the crossover episode?
No. Well, James has his hair.
James was in it for all of like 2 minutes. It's so funny. It's like he phoned it in just to piss on Irate Gamer's grave. It was so funny, man.
So here we have Popeye for the NES.
Popeye! He's got the grifter gaming like fucking cases behind him.
Yeah.
The arcade cabinets. Like, I'm a real gamer. I have arcade cabinets I got from Best Buy.
That's like a quarter.
He's spinach, so you can go all Super Saiyan on the bad guys.
I always hated the shot of them putting it in. I don't know why.
And I just love it.
Wait, you're gonna put the whole anime or the whole video of you putting it in, but you're not gonna put it down and press power? Right, like you didn't put
rattling.
Look,
and I
it takes.
just love that there's an 8-bit version of that song in this game. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. He lives in a garbage can.
Oh,
man.
man.
The wrong version. Of course, I learned that one on the playground back in 1st grade, but I digress. Ah, the memories.
Do you think you cooked with that, sir? Sir.
The timing was bad.
That was brutal. He actually filmed that and like, yeah, that's the take. He's editing it. He's like, yeah, that's the one. Print.
Game here.
He's playing on an emulator, by the way. Eh?
What a fraud.
Yeah, no, it's for sure an emulator.
Is this even his gameplay, or did he scam that too?
I bet it's emulator with fucking OBS.
I bet you it's Mike Matei's gameplay. Sad to say.
Simplistic, since it was released near the launch time of the NES. Your mission is to collect all the hearts being thrown down at you by your girl Olive Oil, and to do so while avoiding your arch nemesis Bluto.
Is it Bluto?
Bluto.
Grabbing the spinach here, you can now turn the tables by knocking his ass out into the water below.
I mean, let's be real, like, Popeye hasn't been relevant in like over 50 years.
Do you know how I know this?
We didn't even fucking grow up with Popeye. Like, who the fuck grew up with Popeye? Did any of you in chat? Like, are any of you 60, 70 years old?
That's like my dad's like
the
cartoon.
People who grew up with fucking Popeye have Alzheimer's and have already forgotten.
By the way, did you know? Because I did remember the first video of subculture I ever did was the history of Mario. That I was like, I remember this footage. No, I do remember. Fucking, they were supposed to make the next Pluto or a Popeye game, the sequel. They ended up switching it to what Mario ended up being.
So there was a Popeye back in the 80s with Robin Williams as Popeye. Are you aware of this?
Yes, I remember that, yeah.
They actually made a movie with Robin Williams as Popeye. I never saw it, but I don't know.
Donkey Kong, rather, sorry.
The odd time they would make like a shitty CGI made-for-television Popeye special, and that would play on YTV sometimes. But like my exposure to Popeye is supremely limited.
Yeah, me too.
Things just right and smack a can right onto his head. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. Boy, this game also has a way to
fucking A-Team. That's the A-Team, not Popeye, Chris, you fucking hack.
Oh, it'd be the icing on the cake. So after collecting 24 hearts, Olive Oil is all yours. But only for a second until stage 2.
Why would you even want Olive Oil? She's a fugly bitch.
Yeah.
Isn't Olive Oil a fugly stick bitch?
She's the pantsu of the Popeye universe.
Swift over here, dropping musical notes down everywhere.
How do you review old games again? You know, like it's old.
I don't know.
Like
man.
review a fucking new game and like when you go, oh look, then you have to close the pixel. Like dude, there's not enough to review. Even 10 minutes.
I mean, there is.
Is there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There were good reviews in the past. I mean, there really wasn't. Like, let's be real. All this shit did actually suck. Like, when you go back and revisit it, some of it's hard to watch.
Oh,
man.
buddy, it's unwatchable shit.
Like, oh, man.
I remember me and my buddy, we were in college, and one day we're like, let's watch all the angry video game nerds and get high. And we smoked a bunch of weed, and I remember like watching, like, oh, this is all garbage. Like I was like,
no,
yeah.
Back then, there was nothing. Like there was literally nothing.
Yeah, I think we chuckled. We were like, oh, you fuck shit, fuck. But
some of them are decent, but they're not. It's not because they're like super funny, but it's because like
swearing was edgy back then.
Yeah, there was like the ones that are like informative, like the Nintendo Power one, or what are some of the other ones like that, like Sword Quest or whatever the fuck it was?
Wait, I want to just make a distinction here. IO says, I mean, retrospective reviews are sometimes interesting. Yeah, no, those are fine. Like retrospective reviews where it's like the history and explaining it. That's different compared to like.
Well, we're talking about the angry reviewers of the past.
The angry reviewers, yes.
And like the ones that were like character based and had like a lot of skits in them. Like it's a specific genre that doesn't really exist anymore. Like Irate Gamer is probably the only guy that's still doing it. Does anybody know of another guy who from that era is still doing it? Like Spoonie's retired. I guess James is still doing it.
Spoonie's videos are still great though.
He does have some good videos. He was the most talented of any of those guys. He honestly was probably more talented than James. Yeah. But James was first and he was the most iconic. And honestly, he had the best production value for a long time.
If Spoonie had stayed consistent.
Critic's still there.
Yeah. If Spoonie had stayed consistent though, and put out videos, he would be bigger, I think, right now.
Oh, absolutely. So. Especially if and I think the biggest missed potential for him was tabletop gaming stuff. Because a few years after he gave up, all of that blew up. Like Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop gaming became a really big space within the algorithm. And he could have caught on to that wave with his Counter Monkey videos and Dungeons and Dragons sessions and stuff like that. But he just was mentally burnt out and fucked up.
How about Angry Joe? His reviews, Angry Joe is still around, lazy,
he changed. Though. Yeah, he changed with the times, but for the worse. Like he kept everything that was shit from the past.
Yeah,
like he kept the stupid, lame skits that nobody likes.
Oh,
and then he like adopted like a more polished review style. Like
but now all he does is show clips from his fucking Twitch stream.
Yeah,
he's like every part of the review. There's no like filmed outside of Twitch.
I tried the most recent one. We both tried to watch it. Was the pirate game?
Oh, Skull and Bones.
And like about 20 minutes in, I'm like,
bored.
Holy fuck, Joe! Like, let's move on here. Like,
yeah.
As a bonus, we also get a new jumping mechanic with a cameo by Sweepy. Ah, cool! Gotta love that. But of course, look at this nonsense. Bluto can jump on this thing too? Damn! And this guy's gotten faster and more cunning in this second round as he tries to catch up to me.
Why are you mad about that?
None of this is even good.
Why are you like? This is terrible.
Frere, you're no match for my He-Man spinach transformations. By the power of Grayskull! Yeah,
wow, a reference to an 80s media property.
So you know what it feels like.
Oh my god.
I mean, with this, he at least tried.
Yeah, I mean, he does try.
He's animated Skeletor.
Someone said this is bad. Yeah.
Skeletor called it a piece of shit.
Amen! This final battle between good and evil spills out into the high seas next, as Popeye now has to collect all the letters containing the word help, which now builds a ladder up towards Oliver.
Old fuck plays old video games.
What's on screen? Like, there's no gags here. There's nothing.
So shit.
Well. Oh, what's this?
This is did Game Dude. Oh, here we go. Who could have seen this one coming?
Yep. Shit is
the delivery.
Hitting the fan with all these vultures dive bombing you.
All right, that was something.
Getting more relentless. And then after saving Olive Oil, the game restarts, and now we have the dreaded Sea Hag villain trying to take pot shots.
All right, we'll end the video now. It's done.
A cool cameo, but of course,
this guy for sure used a fucking emulator and used save states. I would too. I would too.
But it's just this thing. The only thing he can bitch about is how hard it is. Like, and he doesn't have any knowledge of Popeye or any real love for the franchise, so there's nothing he can really add to this.
Wait, you know how I know it's a save state? Look, before and after he dies, he has the same score. Save state used.
Where this game starts looping over at stage 3, well, it's because this game is a port of the Popeye arcade game.
Popeye.
Now I get it. But wait a minute. How did Popeye, a cartoon character from the
Popeye.
60s and earlier,
Popeye.
get a video game in the 1980s?
See the little bit.
To answer that, well, we're going to have to rewind back
No
to
one played
1980.
this game.
Because that's when the Popeye cartoon was having its resurgence,
Popeye.
thanks to the release of the Popeye movie.
There he is.
Hey, wait a minute there. You trying to pull a fast one? You can't walk shit.
At the same time, Nintendo thought,
Wait, this woman from Shining had a second role in something else? That's the fucking the wife in Shining, isn't it?
You trying to pull a fast one? You can't walk shit.
at
She
the
was
same
ugly.
time, Nintendo thought, hey, let's make a video game featuring Popeye. So a game was put in development, and the landscape in the video
And then they made
How does
fucking
this fool
Donkey
not-
Kong. I told you.
No, but how does he not know how to say Popeye?
I don't know.
Like it's P-O-P, pop, E-Y-E-I.
Popeye.
Popeye, Popeye, Popeye. Fuck you, asshole.
I was always bothered when
Terrible.
Popeye sucked a can of spinach through his pipe. Unclean tobacco pipe. I know, that's gross.
was based around an old Popeye episode
Oh
that involved a
Popeye.
sleepwalking olive oil
Popeye.
wandering into a construction site and
I
Popeye
swear,
having to
man.
run around this
I'm
steel
fucking
beamed
losing it.
obstacle
Like,
course
we gotta
in
stop
order to save
pausing
her
or I'm
from
gonna kill
harm.
them.
All right. Sorry.
Oh, what a classic. And the video game that Nintendo
didn't
ended up
watch
creating around this
this?
episode
No.
involved
You
a bunch
did.
of tiered
Oh,
rows
what a
of
classic
Donkey
that I
Kong.
never
allowing
watched.
Popeye to dodge barrels,
It ended up
bombs,
Donkey Kong,
and
of course.
collect
I said
spinach.
it earlier, right? I told you.
Unfortunately, owner King Features denied the request for Nintendo to use Popeye in their game, so
Popeye.
Nintendo just improvised by slapping some crap together involving gorillas and plumbers.
And then it became Mario. Yeah, Jumpman. Yeah, we got it. Okay, let's go.
And yes, this is the 100%
How many subs are you
exact
offering,
truth on the
Zenith?
story of how Donkey Kong came into
But
existence.
the story's been
Pretty
told
crazy, right?
8,000 times on YouTube.
Thankfully, this game released
Seriously.
in 1981 did well enough that when King Features was approached again by Nintendo,
By the way, this game
they said,
sucks.
Fine, we want to make money with you
It's
now.
tough.
It's tough. It just makes me mad.
So a new Popeye game was produced and released the
Popeye.
next year, which eventually became ported to the
All right,
NES.
throw the 10 subs
Wait a
and
minute,
we'll
what
do
the hell's
it.
this? Wimpy was actually in the arcade
Fine,
game?
you need.
And this is just mind-blowing to me.
It's
since
only
it
2
deleted
minutes.
his entire presence from the NES version.
Ackman is a little bit of a
I swear,
retard,
if I
isn't
found out
he?
There was originally supposed to be a Jeep on this shit.
Ackman
I'm gonna lose
fucking
my
sucked the
shit.
dick of Starfield. Like,
Now,
it's
another
over.
interesting fact which I
He
didn't
blew
know
his
about was that
credibility,
this game
man.
Did
had a
you see
sequel
this
to
fucking
Famicom.
Assassin's Creed black guy?
But
Yeah, I
it's
did.
too strong
I
a word.
did, yeah.
Because this game is more like Popeye Hank.
Did you see?
And I say that
Popeye.
because Oliver
They're like the real version of the game was like $109.
word means in English.
Really?
And they try to trick you with like the $140 version, but it's garbage. So you don't feel as bad when you buy like the medium tier. But then you can do the fourth tier, which is $18.99 a month.
Yep, because
So you're putting your Assassin's Creed on layaway?
No, you've joined Ubisoft fucking
You play or whatever
you
bullshit?
play fucking bullshit. And the game, they don't even show you gameplay and go pre-order now. It's like, how about you show us the gameplay? Because Ghost of Toshima, which I'm playing by the way right now, exists.
Sunid has
gifted
gifted 10 subs. All right. What has he got for us?
And by the way, you DM me? Okay, cool.
anyways, I had no idea this
All right,
Popeye
let's
game had such a long
finish this
history
off.
on the NES. Well, now you
I
know,
mean,
What?
and I'll see you next time.
History? What do you mean? That's it? What a ripoff.
wait,
Are you serious?
Reading Rainbow?
What? Written? Simon, what?
Oh, I have Reading Rainbow song. What?
Does he think these credit gags are funny? Is he like 5 years old?
Brisk horse. Dude, man, fuck yeah, Mega Man. Fuck yeah. Sinine, I don't see your DM. May you add it to me?
So bad.
Gamer is now on
That's
Patreon.
so bad, dude.
Buddy.
The
I-
review, when you subtract the two bumpers off the beginning and end,
Isn't it
was
neat?
less than 7 minutes long. And it was the most soulless trash in the world.